Everyone, it's me, AmariJasz, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video or live session, we're going to be talking about are creating for impact or just attention. Keep watching if you're interested. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those post notifications and stick around for more. Impact means you're creating content or product or service or business to actually help people out in some way that's long lasting beyond you. Creating for attention usually is just creating for a cash grab, creating just to make a couple dollars, creating just to support your lifestyle and you only. And that's really it. It's not really about helping community. It's not really about helping people like you. It's not really about helping other people get ahead. It's not about helping shit. It's just about how can I make myself the most amount of money possible with the least amount of effort. It's really the trend that we see in today's time. What does creating for impact actually look like? For me, creating for impact means that you give a shit about the content that you put out. You already have a vision in your brain. You don't need to ask your subscribers or your followers for ideas to post. That means you don't really have a vision. You don't really have a perspective of what you're trying to say. You're just doing stuff. You're not really creative. You're just doing this just for money. Whatever y'all want me to do, I'll just do just because I want to get a view. So whatever thing's going to give me the most views and most that y'all going to watch, then that's what I'm going to do. Me personally, I don't run my channel but know what people want to see me do. This ain't no, this is not a, how should I say? This is not a cam session. This is not a request. You know, eventually I do want to incorporate, you know, in a nice healthy way, some ideas for you guys and stuff like that, you know, but that's years down the line after I've already built my catalog of things that I want to post and that I want to talk about. But a lot of people end up finding themselves like in this trap of where they're stuck as an influencer and doing what people videos and collabing with people that they don't really want to collab with, making videos people they don't really want to make videos with, but they just have to just because this is what their audience want to see. And then some people, I feel like, I always go on the side tangent, but some people I feel like give their audience or their people too much control. They watching you. At the end of the day, this goes for anything, for business, for customer service, for a product. Y'all give the people who buy your shit or the people who watching your shit too much control over what you do and how you do it. This is your life. This is your video. If you want to spend a whole video counting from 100 to 1 back and forth, that's what you can do. To be honest, some people and some creators I see, they allow their people in the comments to just say whatever they want to say. I don't even mention comments really because I don't give a shit. But a lot of people just give them too much control. This is your shit. Delete the comment. It never existed. Turn out the comment. Now you can't say nothing. That's what I would do. This ain't their shit. This is my shit. This is my channel, my videos, my commentary, my everything. It can be all pink, then I can change it to be all blue. I can make my videos long. I can make it short. But when you're in this thinking of I gotta do what they like and oh my God, what if they don't fit? I don't give a fuck about what they think and they don't like. This ain't for you then. If you upset because of the way I angled my video or the lighting that, then go somewhere else. You crazy anyways. If you took the time out of your day to comment about somebody's video lighting, you crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're not all the way together. Attention-seeking content is anything that in 10 years or 20 years, nobody's going to watch. And it can't be helpful for anybody at all. That it's not going to be remembered. That it's not a timeless piece. That it's not, even though I know this whole obsession with timelessness. But something that you know is only able to exist in its time. Like, I would name drop like certain artists, but y'all just know, like a certain, like, you know how I have one hit wonders. That song was only popping and impactful, or not even impactful. It was only popular, right? It was only popular at that time in that specific moment. But 20 years later, we can go back and listen to that song and get that same vibe and energy, because it's corny, it's of its time, and no longer has that resonance that it once did, basically. What's your end goal? Are you building a brand, a movement, a legacy, or just viral for the week? And this is very important. Going viral for the week is cute, but it doesn't build a true audience of people who actually value you. Because the thing about this whole screen, you know, is people are watching you because you gave off a personality or energy or a vibe that they actually liked. Same thing even with customer service. When I go to, the reason why I may go to Ulta Beauty over Sephora or Target over Walmart or Publix over Kroger's is because of the energy, the vibe, and the customer service. I see a lot of people just in general get scammed out of their mind and they don't even know it. But because the person who was serving them or helping them was so kind and nice or whatever, they willingly fell into that. A lot of times I realize people just want to be appreciated, valued, and heard. And if you make them feel those three things, they'll go along with whatever the hell, you know, you're saying. And to translate that with YouTube, people just want to feel authentic. They don't want to feel like they're being sold something, because I don't know about you guys, but I live in America, and every day you always feel like somebody is trying to sell you something. And even when you pay for it, even when you're okay, I'm gonna just pay for the basic, you know, because they make it basically impossible for you to use a general free one. So you buy the, you know, the little basic membership, then they want to upgrade you. Let's upgrade. Okay, you finally get to the upgrade, and they harass you. Come back on the app. Come back on the app. It's like they want you on an app or engaged in something 24/7 nonstop, and you never can just do a little something. Like, even me, I just signed up for this membership, right? And I was just looking around at other memberships and stuff. And of course, they never want to give you the information. They never want to give you the quote. They never want to give you the number until you call or come in. Then they tell you it's $50,000, $100,000. And they say, okay, thank you, I'm no longer interested. And then they keep calling. They keep. It's like everybody is nonstop trying to sell you something. So if you got a YouTube channel, you just want to sit back, relax, click this little video talking about something, and then the 50% of the video, they'll never talk about the topic. They gotta tell you about this, and this before they even get to the video. Then 20 ads that already went by. And that's why I click off. I mean, yes, I'm a YouTuber, but so many times but that's just me. I probably just have a short attention span. I can't really watch people who just talk for like ever and don't get to the video. But all that is to say, I think what did I go back to say? I think what a lot of people want when watching YouTube, since we're on YouTube, they want someone who doesn't feel like they're trying to sell them something, who can really dump down on whatever the topic is, talk about the topic. And I feel like people value that and appreciate that more than anything else. Say, for example, me, I looked up how to change a tire, and I clicked on a man video, and he actually showed me how to change a tire. He didn't do a long monologue about his situation. He didn't do nothing. He got straight to the point, started out the video. Here's my steps, here's my tools, showed you the whole step. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, go ahead and subscribe. And you know what ends up happening? He actually gets subscribers. He actually gets people who are engaged and want to see more, because he's not trying to sell them something the whole entire time. So yeah, I go on a tangent sometimes. Okay, long-term versus short-term validation. Short-term validation, I feel like on YouTube or on social media, is basically, you got a couple likes. You got a couple likes. You got a couple likes. You got a couple followers. You know, did a little couple club promotions. You got a couple wigs. You know, you got a couple purses. Got a couple workout outfits, but that's it though. You haven't established a brand. business or anything that can grow into something beyond you. Because at the end of the day, even though I know a lot of people glamorize social media and being a YouTuber and all that type of stuff, there's only so much you can make money on just YouTube itself. I feel like a lot of people, the goal should actually be to build an audience on YouTube. Once you have an audience, then create a business, and then that's how you have actual money, you know, actual long-term value for yourself that you may not have the opportunity for if you just did that one viral video, you know, 2 days ago, or this. People don't really know you for anything except doing random things for attention. So, are you solving a problem, inspiring, or just looking like something? Are you consistent or just reacting to trends? Do you switch directions every time something new pops off? And that's very important. I know for me, I have what I call it, rebranding fatigue. I really change my intro or change my channel aesthetics unless I'm reaching a certain milestone in my channel or something like that. If y'all go back to my I use the same type of thing, whatever, but then I reach a different, you know, trajectory in my YouTube channel, then I may change and add a core. But constantly shifting and shifting and shifting still feels like you don't have no identity. And that's what I learned with my YouTube channel. If y'all scroll all the way down to my old videos, I would do random videos, trying to just pop out. I would do a video about a video about natural hair. Next video, how to make Rice Krispie treats. Next video, makeup video. I was just doing random videos, to be honest, just random videos about random stuff. It wasn't until I would say like 2021, 2022-ish is where I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna have my channel be a fashion-based channel. And fashion, you can go thousands of miles for it. And I'm not gonna be, you know, just do a haul from a random boutique. I'm gonna be deeply intentional with brand deep dives, interviews, career advice, school advice, everything. I'm just gonna hone in on it. And with this, I'm not gonna be trapped. And that's the thing I see with so many girls, like back in the day with the whole natural hair phase. A lot of them weren't able to make content because what's the next video? You didn't already showed us every single style that you could do. And then they stay in that bubble. Even though there's different avenues you could have went with that. You could have started your own, the journey of somebody finding their natural hair, a series, natural hair event, natural hair contest, the process of natural hair products being made, the history of African American women hair, going to different cultures. You could have just did a lot with it. But you know, of course, they didn't want to do all that. They just want to make money. So if you're only in this little bitty bubble, it's only so much you can do, so many hairstyles, so many product reviews. That gets old after a while. And that's why I see a lot of them die off. Same thing with the makeup. A lot of that die off. And even with the wigs, a lot of that die off. If people don't really want to watch, I don't know, a wig video, you know, if it's the same video over and over again, they may watch that one little install, that two little install. After a while, it becomes repetitive. It's nothing really engaging. It's nothing really fresh. It's not a different perspective. It's just the same thing over and over again. So how do you maintain your voice and style while still evolving? By being authentic to yourself. My first intro is, you can still kind of see that type of element in my new intro for today. I think everybody should always just be, as you're going through life and you're learning and you're experiencing different things and you're growing with your art, your craft, whatever it is, you're naturally going to grow. But you don't have to do a dramatic change every single time. Like, I'm just going to completely, you know, abandon my audience to go in a completely different direction and then turn around to another completely different direction. For a lot of people, it just feels like you don't know what you're doing, you're confused, and they just become disengaged, you know. So I think just a natural, you know, add a little peek in here, add a little peek in there, add a little peek in there, add a little peek in there, and then it's just a slow transition versus than just something drastic. I feel like it's more beneficial. Okay. Quiet creators who build a strong brand by staying consistent. Yeah, that's very true. But quiet creating and just making the type of videos that you want to make and that you want to see isn't really popular, and nobody, you know, you're not going to get the same applause. You're not going to get the same, yeah, girl, that was a good video. Yeah, keep doing that. You may get, oh, wow, That was interesting. That what you make it? Like me with my channel, you know, I just created it because I didn't see this type of content that I make, you know, online or anywhere, and not a black girl doing it. So I was like, you know what, why not just have this thing exist instead of waiting for somebody else to do it? Because that will go happen. Every idea that you got, you're gonna wait too long and somebody else gonna come behind you and make it. How much of you is in your content? Are you just copying what's already popular? What unique experience, POV, or voice are you bringing to the table? And that's the thing. I feel like some of us get so sometimes caught in just, I want to be the first person to create this. I was the first person to come up with this. Like, who give a shit? The first, all that's dumb. That will keep you not where you want to be. You don't have to be the first of something to be successful. Nobody's the first. This is not the first, even just my dress. I'm not the first person to wear a dress, you know, with a reddish hair. I'm not the first person to create a YouTube channel. I'm not the first girl to want to talk about fashion. You know, I'm not the first of any of it, but you don't have to be the first. You just got to be original and unique with the way that you do it. It's okay to get inspiration. We all are inspired every day and don't even realize it, but be authentic too. Add a little twist, add your own flair to it, and that's what's going to make people want to watch you and going to separate you from just another generic person. All right. Do you care about metrics more than meaning? The trap of chasing likes, views, and main character moments. Why meaningful can grow slower but last longer. That's true. I think also for the audience, when they see that you've been doing this for years, the same thing over and over and over again, the same type of topic, I think it builds credibility and trust that this person is true to this. They're not just new to this. They didn't just pop off randomly, you know, viral moment. They've been working and grinding and building their catalog of videos and topics, or, you know, their audience, and they're dedicated to it. And I think that builds respect. Red flags you're creating for attention. Posting things you don't stand behind just to spark controversy. Burnout from always performing instead of flowing. It's extremely true. I think it's okay. I mean, we all know that we have to, these platforms, you know, you got to be consistent to some degree. But if you're just posting things that you don't even like, you know, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I see some YouTube girlies on here and they be looking burned out to the bone, and they be so stressed. Like, they be so stressed, like, oh my God, I need to, you know, plan this party and I need to do this. And oh my God, it's like, baby, slow down, relax. This is just a video. You know, I get that your life and your livelihood and all that, but relax. You can post your video when you get good and ready. You know, you don't have to feel like you have to rush something. And then even then, outsource. Stop doing everything by yourself. If you make enough money and you can hire an editor, hire an editor. You make enough money, you can hire a cameraman, hire a cameraman. You can hire a virtual assistant, hire a virtual assistant. This should be something fun, something that you enjoy to do and you make money out of it, and it's a business and you respect it, but not something that you dread and, you know, you just, all you did really was just create a job for yourself where you're being overworked and where you're doing everything and you can never relax. That's not fun. Outsource it. Remember, it's just posting funny videos, and not funny videos, but, you know, cute videos online, whatever video that it is. Even if it is a serious video, it's still just you posting a video online. So it's not meant to be that serious, and it shouldn't stretch yourself out to the bone. At any moment, you can stop this. Don't ever let, and that's the thing for me, when people feel like, you know, I'm gonna burn out and my subscribers are asking me when I'm gonna, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm gonna post my video, whatever it is, when I get good and ready. They get mad and they complain, turn out the comments. You ain't a personal puppet. You post and do what you want to do. When you get good and ready, they mad. They close the app. This is just the internet. You know, this is just a video. This is not real life. This ain't real life. You don't know me in real life. That's what I would say. How to shift from attention to impact. Get clear on your mission, audience, and why. Start creating content that teaches, heals, inspires, or leads. Understand your niche and into value over vanity. Very true. The main message, you know, overall is just to be authentic with the videos and the content that you make. Connect with your self and what you would like to see. Same thing with a lot of artists say, I make the music that I want to listen to. If you don't even want to listen to it, if you don't even like it, then you don't really stand by it. You know, it's not really something that's true. But yeah, as always, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Turn on those post notifications, and I'll see you next Tuesday for my next video.